really good. He was really good last week.
He was okay. He's all concussed because he's got that soft nug, bro.
Yeah, but nobody's taking his job. Carry-on's trash. And
come on, Judas.
Adrian Peterson's washed, dude.
Adrian Peterson's like 85 years old, bro.
Yeah, he's washed, bro. Not trading DeAndre Swift, bro.
All right, well, whatever, Judas. Don't shut me up. Don't you dare shut me up.
Welcome to the Empty Wagon Fantasy Football Broadcast.
You can't have him, Josh.
11. What? Uh-oh. What? Week 11. There's, like I said before, week uno. We're back in the studio, ready to break this down. We got some 2020 is coming back with a vengeance. Again, more injury news.
R.I.P.
Yeah. It was a how'd your week go? Or how'd your week go so far? Josh, I'll start with you because I know he's sweating over there.
I'm doing well, bro. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but things are working out just fine.
So, Josh, if I told you were up by 9 points in a half point PPR league, you were done. But the guy you are going against has Darrell Henderson going on Monday night. How do you feel about your chances?
I feel pretty good. I don't. Darrell Henderson's weak, bro.
Yep, that's me and Eric right there in FSA.
Oh,
Thank you, Jason Witten, baby.
Jason Witten. Oh, trash panda.
So Eric, hello Maria. So Eric has. I'm assuming he has Darrell Henderson. You starting him?
Oh yeah, he's already in his lineup. It's set. There ain't no other choices.
So yeah. So let's see. Gallman on a bye.
Excuses, bro.
A-Rob on a bye.
Don't care. Long hair, don't care.
And I can't pick the right week to start Nelson Aguilar because if I had started him tonight, this wouldn't be a conversation because I'd have already beaten Brad.
Well, woulda, coulda, shoulda, bud.
Yeah.
If and buts were fruits and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas.
Another touchdown from Dalvin Cook would have helped.
Yeah, but he was
such a trash panda. Such a trash panda. I can't believe he played him. No, he had a good matchup. He had a good matchup.
Hey, I love the Trash Pandas. Rocket City Trash Pandas, MLB minor league team.
Are they real? That's a real team?
Yeah, dude, from Alabama. Alabama.
Oh, shocking.
Well, I mean, I'm from Alabama, so I don't know why you need to
know that they have a team named the Trash Pandas from Alabama.
Yeah, dude. Of course.
Let's talk about something that's not a trash panda. And let's get back over to the FSA side. And let's talk about the FSA. Josh, tell them about it.
FSA. Check out the website at fsa-fr.com. FSA, that's our website. It's our brand. It's the brand. It's really the only place you need to go for fantasy football. I don't know why you go anywhere else. There's multiple types of leagues. There are multiple broadcasts/podcasts. Every Tuesday night, we have the Average Bros coming on the Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. And on Wednesday nights, there's the same thing coming with the Fanatically Real broadcast, which has been in production for several years. Brian's been running this thing for over 20 years, dude, since 1994. I mean, this thing is huge. I don't know why you wouldn't check it out. So please check it out, fsa-fr.com. We love and appreciate everything that we're able to do for this company, and we hope that you guys will check it out because, I mean, why would you want to go anywhere else for fantasy football? I don't understand it.
I don't either. Yep. But like you said, there are a bunch of leagues. We're always thinking up new ideas, new ways to play fantasy football to keep it interesting, right?
Yeah, bud.
And don't forget to check out Football Darts, our broadcast sponsor, footballdarts.com. They take the strategy of football, mix it with the skill of darts, tie it all together to a great little dartboard that you can go play. It's a great addition to any man cave. Christmas right around the corner here. Hey! Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, I'm just saying.
If you're Jewish, all right. Sounds good.
All of them.
Eric looks Jewish.
Hey now. Whoa. Okay, and moving on.
And you look unprofessional, so
I can't say anything. I was in a tracksuit one show, so all right. Don't forget to check us out on Twitter too. I'm at Tack Jones. Josh is at Josh Hughes, and Eric is at Gunsaveld19. Tweet at us. Tell us we're right. Tell us we're dummies. Whatever. Ask us your questions.
I wish you would.
We're going to probably bring back the little guy segment here in a couple weeks. Woo-hoo-hoo. Not
I
this
love the little guys, dude. Yes, let's do it.
I wish we
It's
got
probably
more
next week.
questions during the show so we could answer them. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It really is.
week. Well, if
Maria's paying attention. Maria should probably.
yeah, we
Yeah.
got 2 people out there watching right now.
Rocky, you
So-
out there? You need some advice for Monday night? What's up?
Yeah, he's probably disappointed in our villain picks.
He probably is. He's probably like,
No.
these guys suck.
Nope, absolutely not.
All right.
Let's
So what?
What?
Let's start with the first thing. Sad day in football. Joe Burrow.
Torn ACL is the initial diagnosis.
Yeah,
Real
torn
sad.
ACL. He already tweeted out, "See you all next year." What do you guys think? So, with Joe Burrow, is this going to affect his career? Obviously, redraft. You can drop him. It's done. No offense, but dynasty, you're obviously hanging on to him. Hopefully, they can fix his offensive line. Hopefully, they can come up with a better offensive plan than him dropping back 45 to 50 times a game.
I loved it though.
Maybe use Joe
It was
Mixon a
good
little
for
bit.
fantasy. Well, Joe Mixon's got to play. He's on the IR.
Yeah.
So,
I think honestly, this is going to allow them to get a good draft pick. They'll probably get someone that can actually help their team. I mean, they need some more offensive linemen and some defenders. I mean, this team, we knew that it weren't going to be great this year. With Joey Burrow playing as well as he did, it was kind of a surprise. But I'm not going to say it's for the best that he tore his ACL, but it's certainly not going to be bad for the team because they're going to get a high draft pick, and hopefully this team will be better next year. Zach Taylor, young coach. We'll see what happens. But Joey Burrow, the future is very, very bright for this young man.
Yeah, he's young. He'll bounce back from that injury. I mean, he'll probably be tentative at the beginning of the year, but give him the first half of next season to get, fully comfortable, and I think he'll be fine. Hopefully they, like Josh said, they figure out a way to keep him upright more often than not, unlike this year, and maybe get him one more weapon, maybe a tight end, because Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins, those guys are good. Joe Mixon, he's still young. He's 24. He'll be 25 at the beginning of next season. He's still in his prime. Gio Bernard's looked good in relief work for him. So
yeah,
they have weapons.
He's averaged 41 pass attempts per game.
Yeah, it's too much.
That's not in taking into account the runs that he's had and all the sacks and everything else that comes along with it. Because he also has 35 rushing attempts. So hopefully they can fix that offensive line. Hopefully they can figure out what's going on there. It's just a lot for Joe to put on the shoulders of a rookie. I mean, this is what we always worry about with rookies when Deshaun Watson, right? We always say he gets beat up back there. I think Carson Wentz is a little punch drunk from getting beat up so much, too, if you watch Carson Wentz play today. Dude took a safety because he was just like, he had 3 open dudes. And it was like, and safety. So.
Yeah. Well, we all thought they were going to lead on that running game a little bit more, and that never materialized. So,
what do you think about the pass catchers, though? Tyler Boyd and T. Higgins, you think they're downgrades?
Yes.
who is their backup?
Ryan Finley.
Oh, yes.
Ryan Finley.
Dramatically downgraded. I would say flex at best. And that's a long shot, probably.
Man alive. This rookie of the year debate, it was Joe Burrow's to lose. I don't know who's going to win it now.
Justin Jefferson's got a good shot. CEH's got a good shot. T. Higgins got a good shot. I say that Chase Claypool's got 10 touchdowns.
Justin Herbert, boys.
Yeah.
You know who we all thought was probably going to have a good shot at it? Was Tua. But then the Dolphins are like, oh, we're losing by 10 points, and they bench him. So I want to talk about this for a second because it makes no sense why you bench him for Ryan Fitzpatrick, right? They say he wasn't playing. There's no injury. It was performance-based, and Fitzpatrick gave us the best chance to win. Had they won that game, this is what the coach came out and said that after the game.
Yeah.
Had they came out and won that game, you got a quarterback conversation. You know, you don't know who your quarterback is now. Is it Fitzpatrick? You going to let him be the starter now? Or is it Tua? What are you doing to the psyche of Tua? I'm not saying that he is a grown man who should be okay with getting benched, but he's supposed to be the future. It was a game that you weren't looking good at all. Best case scenario is Fitzpatrick comes in there and wins the game for you, and then you don't know who your quarterback is the following week.
Eric?
Yeah, what's the old saying? If you have two quarterbacks, you don't have any.
Yeah.
Boom!
It makes no sense because they talk about how much they like their draft capital.
Yeah.
Why are you trying to win? Who cares? Let him get the reps. As long as he's not in there getting killed like Burrow is on a regular basis or Wentz is, then fine. Leave him in there. Let him get the reps. Let him see the defenses. Let him get used to the game speed. I didn't see anything egregious in terms of like him taking weird hits or bad hits today. So
I think the problem with that is the coach. You can tell the difference. Like Sean Payton, he put Taysom Hill in, right? There were rumblings that there were some players that wanted Jameis, not Taysom Hill, to be in there. And Taysom Hill played well. But had he played bad, had Taysom Hill played poorly, I got a good feeling that you threw me off with your chat. But that if Taysom Hill would have played bad, Sean Payton was going to stick with him the whole game. He was not going to make a quarterback change in the middle of the game unless there was an injury.
Yeah.
Because that's what good coaches do. They stick with what they're going to do, and they made the decision. That's their decision. Kurt Warner said it back when he was on the Giants with Eli, when they said, hey, we're going to move to Eli. He says, cool, but you guys aren't swapping us back and forth. If you're starting him, he's the guy going forward.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then also, do you guys think that Bill Belichick is going to fire his son this offseason? That defense has been terrible. And he's the defensive coordinator. I'm just saying.
His son's going to get a mulligan based on like the 5 defensive starter. Mulligan. He has a mulligan based on the 5 defensive starters that have been out so far this season. I'm not stressed about that. He might get demoted, but he won't get fired. Come on, dude.
Oh, it ain't going to be a fun Thanksgiving in the Belichick household is all I'm saying.
Nah, it'll be all right. That team sucks, but it ain't their fault.
Yeah, we talked about Taysom Hill, and we'll get into him more with heroes and villains. Michael Thomas, though, 12 targets, caught 9 of them, over 100 yards receiving, no touchdowns, but that isn't what Mike Thomas does.
Nope.
Are you guys happy to see that?
Yes.
This is what we expected, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Taysom Hill's surprisingly efficient. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, a lot of those, surprisingly efficient, and a lot of his targets, of course, went to Mike Thomas.
What?
Yep.
Surprising.
Calm down over there.
Nelson Aguilar, for the 3rd week in a row, he for real?
Oh, yes, he's for real this season.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. Look at his
trash,
numbers,
bro. I don't care. Even a blind scroll up every now and then. What?
Rank these 3 guys rest of season. Nelson Aguilar.
Okay. 0.
Curtis Samuel.
2.
And Tyler Boyd.
3. Tyler Boyd, Curtis Samuel, Nelson Aguilar. Nelson Aguilar's crap, bro. I showed my wife the meme of how the guy was catching babies out of the window of a burning building. He's like, yeah, caught them all, unlike Aguilar. There was literally an emergency where children were coming out of a burning apartment building, and he took the time to roast Nelson Aguilar. This guy's come on. I don't have time.
All I'm saying is Bashar Perryman was trash, and then last year he came on, and he's been really good when healthy this year. Aguilar has been very good lately. He catches touchdown passes, which
he does.
The problem with Aguilar, looking at you have to pick the right week, because last week 1.8 points, this week 20, the week
he's very
2 weeks ago 13.
Very touchdown dependent.
The problem is so if you're on playoff push. Yes, Nelson Aguilar is going to probably be okay for you. The problem is when week 14 is playoffs, correct?
Mm-hmm. For most people.
Yeah, he's got Indy, LA, and Miami. So I don't love his matchups during the playoffs, but down the stretch, if you're trying to get in, I think he's a good play, a good flex play for sure. He was a top 12 wide receiver today. So
now
outscored Michael Thomas
for the last, 6 months. I have been dogging the tight end position.
Rightfully
so. This
week
week was the return of the tight end.
Yeah, I don't like that.
It was. No, it was. So we had 5 tight ends that have over 15 fantasy points. And this is regular not tight end premium, regular PPR leagues.
We had 4. We had 4.
5.
No, Hunter Henry had 14.8, bro.
What league are you looking in?
Robert Tunyon, dude.
Yeah.
Dallas Goddard. They were both over 15. Pretty
Yeah,
sure.
there's
I'm
5.
not crazy. Yeah. Yep. Yeah,
There are 5.
Robert Tunyon was the cutoff.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Henry was right there just underneath of it. Now we had 14 with over 10 points, which isn't a lot, but
That's a good week
it's
for
not
tight
too
end.
shabby, man. Not too shabby considering that is floating around back end RB2 range with James Robertson and Nick Chubb, who had 11 points. So, tight end position looking a little bit better this week.
This 1 week.
We'll see if it holds up. So
I'm just saying it's been so decimated lately, and it's just been so gross to look at when 10 points has been your top scorer, 14 points been your top scorer. And now we have some good games. A couple people over 20. Thank you.
Darren Waller, why didn't you get in the end zone? Oh,
He did.
But he was this close on that last drive they had.
And Josh Jacobs should just punch it in. All right. And we talked about 2. We talked about tight end return. We talked about Nelson Aguilar. Anything else you guys want to talk into before we get into the meat and potatoes?
It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's heroes, villains, and sidekicks.
Boom. Heroes,
Josh
villains,
gets
and
all
sidekicks.
hyped up.
I
You got
love
to,
it,
man.
bro. I
And
love
you
it.
just cut him off. I love it. No, it's great.
It's what he wants. He wants to hear his wife talk. She's a better fantasy player out of his household.
Whoa.
True
what?
story.
What?
At least in redraft.
That's probably true.
For all our nerds out, she's like Frieza. She's just a natural talent. She doesn't do any training. No,
Nope.
she just shows up and just gets W's.
If she
She
trained
took
for
this
5
year
months,
off.
she'd go gold, just like him.
Yeah.
She took this year off. Who knows what'll happen next year?
Yeah, she's saving her power. It's all over
Yeah.
now.
Oh God.
Who's over here? We got Josh up first.
Woo!
Let's talk about these heroes, man. You got some heroes up here.
Hell yeah, dude. We got Taysom Hill starting out at the quarterback position with 24 points. He's the number 3 QB on the week. Right now, he only had 5 incompletions. He threw for 233 yards. He had 51 yards rushing and 2 tutters on the ground, which means they were worth 6 points as opposed to 4. Taysom Hill is a solid hero. Me, 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 me. All right, and then we'll I'll just calm down a little bit. Zeke. Now, I know a lot of people were like, oh, yeah, well, Zeke, that's not really a hero. He's been trash the past few weeks. So the fact that he finished with over 100 yards rushing and he had a receiving touchdown, and right now he's the number 4 running back on the week.
Mhm.
Zeke was a stud this week, let's be honest. Keenan Allen, man, did he finish solid. Right now he is the number 1 wide receiver on the week, boys. 34.5 points. Keenan Allen, he had 16 catches, 145 yards, 1 tutter. The fumble is really the only thing that hurt him. The guy, solid. Now, my tight end, but I mean, tight end's kind
Hey,
of crap.
75% is pretty good, Josh.
Yeah, I mean, thanks, bud. I appreciate that. I'll take 3 out of 4. Logan Thomas, unfortunately, did not do very well, but I mean, what do you really want me? What do you want me to do? I mean, I don't.
Hey, you picked the number 1 guy on the week so far. So
Thanks.
good
yeah,
job by you.
Thanks, bud. Logan Thomas, 2.8 points. Not great, but I mean,
Yeah.
better than Jeremy Sprinkle. So, Google.
Yep.
All right.
My turn?
Oh, yeah, Eric, you're up.
All right. Let's start with the lows. So Joey Burrow,
Mm.
unfortunately, goes down with the torn ACL. What was it? The second quarter? Third quarter?
It was second half.
Second half?
Yeah.
So I think it was third quarter. Anyway, I'd still count him as a sidekick because he's still a super flex play, even though who'd he outscore? Drew Lock, PJ Walker, Alex Smith, Matt Stafford, Tua, Baker, Matt Ryan. He outscored all those guys and he barely played. So kind of a wash there.
I mean, okay. I know you're trying to talk him up. 11 points. I don't even know if that's really a super flex play.
He would have been. He would have been a QB. He would have been top 14 probably. QB2, QB like high end QB2, low end QB1 probably.
Scored by Brandon Cooks and Richard Rodgers and Russell Gage and like
Yeah, but you're starting quarterbacks in Superflex. You're not typically starting.
I know, but that's what you're picking heroes and villains here, and I don't think he's a sidekick.
Whoa, guys, let's not fight.
Well, he got hurt. We don't know.
He did get hurt. He did get hurt.
Don't know.
Yeah, he got hurt.
Running backs. Dalvin Cook. Not the top player in fantasy this week. He was 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like the 8th best player in fantasy this week. But he is the number 1 running back on the week. So
right now.
Yeah, because Rojo and the three-headed monster in
Nope.
in LA they're gonna change that. I doubt it.
I picked him as villains. No
chance.
way. Nope. Picked him as villains. No way.
Scary
You did
Terry.
you did say RB1 this week, didn't you? Didn't you call him RB1?
I said he was going to be the number 1 player in fantasy, and of course Dallas's defense decides to get up for this game. Losers,
Hey, you boy, them boys.
them boys, idiots. Stop throwing away a good draft pick.
I mean, I would say he was really good, but he got outscored by Damian Byard.
Jameer Bird.
Yeah, Demir Bird.
Exactly.
Damian
Whatever.
Bird.
Exactly.
Bro, go up, grow up. What are you new?
100% new.
And then Scary Terry.
That tight end play though, is pretty sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Scary
dude.
Terry was bad. What happened to Scary Terry today? I don't know. Sad.
He 30th right now is what I got. Right behind Bashard Perriman.
5 for 84. I mean, he had decent numbers. He just didn't get in the end zone. So it's pretty tough.
It's okay, bud. Alex Smith was his quarterback, you know?
Yeah. Well, I thought that would benefit him running those. I figured he'd see a ton of volume, but oh well. And then Taysom Hill. If you're in a league where he's a tight end, if Travis Kelce hadn't had that busted coverage on the final drive of that game, so pissed off about that. So he was the number 2 tight end on the week. And I also mentioned Eric Ebron, who is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's the tight end 8 on the week. So he's not in the heroes and villains, but I mentioned him on the show if you don't play in a league with Taysom Hill as a tight end. But
Question with the Taysom Hill at tight end thing. Because
Mhm.
really what I saw is ESPN and maybe NFL.com are like the only 2 sites really letting him have dual eligibility. Should he?
ooh, if he's going to play every snap at the quarterback position, I don't think he should. I think that should change if that's going to continue.
Because my thing is when he played with Drew Brees, shouldn't Drew Brees have got wide receiver eligibility? Because every time Taysom Hill came in at quarterback, Drew Brees was at wide
Baseball,
receiver.
no.
I
You
mean,
could say that. I mean, I don't think he should have dual eligibility, and I really don't think he should have it if he's taking every snap at QB. So,
and now it's time for my heroes. I think I got some sidekicks here. I got Big Ben. He was QB 14 with 17 points, 17.7. So, I mean, solid sidekick. I'm not going to call him a hero. He was a sidekick. Wasn't a villain because, like you said, 2 QB. If you're going to try to sell me on Joe Burrow being a sidekick, Eric, you got to agree with Big
if he
Ben.
played the whole game, he'd been a solid sidekick at least.
Oh, Joe Burrow would have been a hero probably had he played the whole game. Mike Davis, I will take
That's
a
my
victory
argument.
lap on the Mike Davis. He's RB11 with 15.9 points.
There you go.
I think that's a solid hero there.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And then Mike Williams, wide receiver 15. He had 17 points. I like to say that's still a hero
Is it?
above a sidekick.
How do you do against the running backs?
I got to look it up real quick. I knew you were going to ask me that. 17.7.
I mean,
He would have been running back 7 on the week.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I
think
give
he's a
him-
solid hero.
that's solid for sure. If he's out flexing other guys, then yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. TJ Hawkinson, tight end 13 with 10 points. I think it's okay. I don't think he's really a hero. I think he was an okay tight end play because Richard Rodgers ain't nobody starting him. There's a few tight ends that are above him in the top 12 that, let's be honest, nobody on we're not going to try to tell anybody to start those guys. So I think I got some sidekicks here, maybe 2 heroes, but definitely a solid sidekick around here for me.
There you go.
Now, Josh, let's roll over to this side since yours is going to be quick.
All right. Well, I've never been happier to be wrong about a quarterback going. I love Deshaun Watson. And the fact that this man right now is the QB1 on the week, I'm stoked about it. Unfortunately, made me look stupid, but he had 344 yards passing, 2 tutters, and 1 touchdown rushing. I mean, Deshaun Watson, my guy. The Buccaneers players haven't played yet. Rojo, Mike Evans, unfortunately, they're going to be playing tomorrow night. And Darren Waller, wow, the Chiefs suck on defense, man. You had one guy to cover. And
Nelson Aguilar made him cover 2.
Yeah.
7 targets, 7 catches, 88 yards, and a tutter.
And
right now, he is the number 2 tight end in the league.
And don't forget about Third and Renfro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he did. That was a really clutch play by him.
Renfro, baby.
I really expected the Chiefs to step up tonight and play better against Darren Waller. They did not.
They got the W.
Well, I apologize. Sorry.
No,
but it's
I
okay.
mean,
Eric still takes the pie, so who cares?
Yeah, it's hard to go against Darren Waller just because of the sheer usage he gets. They showed him in Kelsey's stats. He's number 2 in everything, with Kelsey being the only guy. Then let's talk about, Deshaun Watson, man. Look, we thought the Patriots defense would try to stop the pass, and with no true number 1, it's really hard to figure out who you're going to stop in that offense.
Yes.
I was yelling at the TV today after he threw his second touchdown pass because he threw the first one to Cobb and the second one went to Kiki Kuti, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I was yelling at the TV. Throw it to Fuller, you coward.
I didn't even know Kuti was still on the dang team,
right?
Nope. He only was in there because Randall Cobb was hurt. Like, you guys realize that, right? Cobb would have had 2 touchdowns.
I was so upset.
Trash, dude.
And Brandon Cooks looked pretty good, though. Like, Brandon Cooks looked pretty. They were using him in some different ways.
Yeah.
Brandon Cooks, Will Fuller both look very, very good. D. Watt back to being a QB.
They have no run game again. There's no David Johnson for them to hand the ball off to. So it's all on his arms and legs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, luckily he got paid for it. So who cares?
Yeah. If he bruises his lung again, he might regret that contract.
Since I'm over here, we'll just go ahead and pop my
Okay.
guys up real quick here.
Not too
Yeah,
bad.
Joe Burrow. We already talked about it. He got hurt, so I'm not going to take a victory lap on that. Dude got hurt. That's not what we want to see from villains.
Nah.
Let's talk Aaron Jones. He's RB9, so I don't think he was a villain.
No, he did okay.
Tyler Boyd was wide receiver 14, so he definitely not a villain. And Jonnu Smith, first tight end of the week to flip a touchdown on Sunday.
Yeah, bud.
I think he had the first touchdown on Sunday.
So 1 for 4?
Sure.
Yeah, he barely made the cutoff. He's the last tight end one. So
yeah, and I'm not even gonna not even gonna try to even take any type of victory lap on this. My villains are bad.
Yeah, it's really sad what happened to Joey Burrow because we know how talented he is. Rookie of the Year candidate. It looks like it's going to go to Justin Herbert now, but
in all likelihood, yeah.
But I want to talk about this. So Aaron Jones had 17 points, and we talked about Mike Williams with 17 points as well, who would have just beat him out. What's up with the running back position? Is this why we draft running back so high so you can get the guys that are going to be solid? But the problem is those dudes we took early in the draft aren't really the guys at the top of the list.
No, other than Dalvin Cook, yeah.
Dalvin Cook, Derrick Henry, they're pretty consistent. I mean,
but those are like your fourth, fifth running backs off the board.
Yeah, I mean, well, like Alvin Kamara, he's been right now. The only reason he wasn't so good is because
Taysom Hill's doing all goal line work.
Yeah, Taysom Hill stole the goal line work, and he just targeted Michael Thomas heavy. But he's been a solid RB1 all year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't think that this has been it's COVID, man. I don't know what you want, dude. I mean,
So let's think about it. Like your top 3 tight ends drafted were McCaffrey, Barkley, then maybe Kamara. Some people were taking Zeke over him, and Zeke was good this week, but this is the first week since Dak went down that he's been good.
Yeah.
So there's your top 4. And then you had Dalvin Cook and Derrick Henry were taken, but we didn't think anything of it. We liked Joe Mixon a lot. I know I did at least. Thought he would do something with a rookie.
I thought he would be
Hasn't
great with
done
the rookie.
nothing. It's just been such a weird year for the running back position. Hilaire, yeah, Josh, you were right. He was obviously a first-round pick. But even he's had his moments.
Yeah, he's had his ups and downs for sure.
Yeah, he'll finish here as a running back 1. J.K. Dobbins showed up this week. Mark Ingram, he's done. You can ship him off. He had 2 carries in a game they needed to win.
Out.
Yeah, Melvin Gordon fumbled on the goal line. Somehow was called a touchdown at first.
He had 2
He was
touchdowns.
3 yards out. Yeah, but he was 3 yards out of the end zone, and they called it a touchdown.
Potato, tomato.
Yeah. I don't know. Just running back, I'm starting to worry about the whole draft running back side. Like I think it's draft running back in the first round, load up on some solid wide receivers.
I'm not
Try to make it work.
I'm not that worried about it because even if you look at the wide receivers who were drafted at the very top of the draft this week, I mean, you're looking at Tyreek Hill and Devontae Adams. Outside of that, none of these guys were drafted in the first round. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. So you load up on a lot of wide receivers, then you can fill those voids in.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible, but I'm not too crazy about it.
Your top 12 running backs on the year right now. We talked Kamara's 1, Cooks 2, Henry 3, James Robinson 4, who was a waiver wire ad, Josh Jacobs is 5, Zeke is still 6, Aaron Jones is 7, Kareem Hunt is 8. I mean, a lot of that's Nick Chubb was out for a while. Ronald Jones is your number 9 running back. Mike Davis is your number 10 running back. Gurley's 11, and Antonio Gibson is 12.
Yeah. It's just COVID, man. I mean, they didn't have much of a preseason.
DeAndre Swift is 14.
They didn't have enough time to get their bodies ready, dude. Like, what do you want? What do you want from me? Why are you
The
yelling?
wide receivers are doing it. I'm just saying the wide receivers are doing it. So
They get paid to stay in shape all year round, not just be ready for the season. But that's neither here nor there.
It's not here or there.
I feel like zero RB is a more usable
making a
strategy
comeback.
next year.
Making a comeback.
I think it's a more usable strategy next year.
No.
Why?
No, because man, this is just it's COVID,
Hold on.
dude. What do you want?
When you go into flex, top 24, there's 8 running backs on the year.
All right, what do you want?
Wide receivers just safer. I don't know. It's safer.
It is safe.
I think you still want to. I think you still want to go running back to kind of make your running back to get your guy.
If you can get one of those big 5 or 6, sure.
Yeah.
But other than that, like I took Miles Sanders and Austin Eckler on the turn in one league. Regretting that real bad.
That's paid off for you, huh?
Yeah.
Now let's talk about your villains here, Eric. You got some winners here.
Yeah.
Stat Mafford. I didn't know, so we didn't talk about it on the show on Friday night. Busted up hand.
Yeah,
He's got a
one ligament in his thumb. Same. I think the same thing Drew Brees was. Not same thing, but similar. What Drew Brees missed time.
Yeah. Plus an extremely depleted offense. All he really had was Hawkinson today. Swift out with the soft nug. Kenny G still with the hit. Marvin Jones has crashed back to earth after an awesome 2019 campaign. So yeah, he was awful this week. Where did he end up? He was terrible. I don't even think he was in the top 24. Yeah, he was like 30 something. Like, no, he wasn't quite that bad, but Joe Burrow outscored him and didn't play the whole game. So Josh Jacobs, where did he end up? He had an okay game.
I need to get his standard scores because if he gets top 5 in standards, you're singing on Friday's show.
So 17 carries for 55 yards and a touchdown, and then one reception for 9 yards and a touchdown. He had 13.4 points in PPR. Kalen Ballage outscored him. James White outscored him.
Yeah.
Frank Gore outscored him. So, like,
Wow. That's
I
bad.
mean, not a great week for not what you expect from Josh Jacobs. And they kept that game competitive, much more competitive than I ever thought it was going to be. And he didn't really, I mean, he did okay, but he didn't live up to what you would hope he would
I
get.
want to talk about. You brought up Kalen Balaj. I want to talk about this real quick. First
Sure.
series of the game, he limps off the field. Gets a notification on my phone. I about broke my phone. I'm like, because I started him in almost every league I have him.
I know you started him against me. I was like, yay.
Josh knows I love the Bellagio. Okay,
Oh, he does.
I'm all about the Bellagio. Okay,
He
dude's
does.
nimble. He's quick and nimble. He averaged 3.2 yards a carry. Whew.
Whew, that's good.
It's good. But yeah, so I hate Twitter. It's way too active.
Right?
Gets me really nervous. All right. What do you got here with your you already talking about your tight end?
Oh, Hayden Hurst with the goose egg today? I
Yeah.
didn't think he was going to be that bad, but yeah, big old goose egg. So I was trying to find his name on the list earlier before we started the show, and I was like, I can't find him.
For good
He's
reason.
way down there. Way down there. So, yeah, bad day for him. Bad day for the Falcons all around. The Saints really controlled the clock with the running game, and their defense played great. So, goose egg. Hope you didn't play him.
Yep.
One of my opponents did, so I felt good about that. And
Devontae
then
Adams.
I'm just going to shut up about Devontae Adams and never put him in a hero or a villain again because,
He's very good.
yeah, he's pretty good. When he's healthy, he's very good.
He's not even healthy right now. He's just good.
Yeah. When he
was coming
plays,
in.
let's put it this way: when he plays.
Yep. And let's talk about real quick before we little surprise segment for you guys.
Oh, these are always fun.
This morning with Bridgewater's active. Wait, okay, Walker's going to start. Bridgewater's active. Oh wait, Bridgewater's not active. Literally, my phone popped up about Teddy Bridgewater 6 times with all different
Yeah.
reports, and they were all legit. They activated him to deactivate him.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
see that. I saw he was deactivated and PJ Walker was going to start, and I don't think I looked at my phone
Yeah.
after that.
Good old PJ Skywalker. He did okay for the wide receivers, but he made
did.
some bad interceptions in the red zone. 2 really bad ones.
Yeah, they were backbreakers.
He did all right. He did well for most of the game. I mean, I'm not going
Here's
to.
what-
He was better than Matt Stafford. 2 tackles
Yeah.
lower. Better
Oh.
than Matt Ryan. Better than Baker. So not
Do
bad.
you think Tua starts next week?
Yes.
If he
Yeah.
starts, are you playing him?
Who are they playing?
I don't know. You're supposed to know this. You said you say he's going to start.
No, he
one,
will start.
one QB, I would not start him. 2
They
QB.
play the Jets, baby.
Yeah, they have the
Yeah.
Jets next week. That's a good game to bounce back in.
Hell yeah.
It's a really
Fire
good
him
game
up,
for-
boys.
right,
Fire
good game
him
for
up.
Fitzpatrick to throw the season away too.
What did Justin do against them today? 37 for 49, 366 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Yeah, I'd play him. And
Okay,
Okay,
Superflex.
so
Oh, Justin Herbert was a friggin' he was the QB2 this week so far.
Yeah, he's a
so
beast.
I ain't mad at him.
all right, let's talk about since we're not coming on the air until after Happy Birthday, good old Thanksgiving. We got 3 games on Thursday.
All right,
Oh,
let's do
I
it.
didn't even think
We
about
need to
that.
talk. We need to talk about some of these games. Get these people ready.
Uh-oh.
We got Houston playing at Detroit.
Ooh.
I would say, man, this would be a great game for David Johnson, but I don't think he ain't gonna be there.
Mhm.
Mm-mm.
So I love Deshaun Watson in that matchup.
Oh, me too, dude. Me too. Let's make out. Oh my gosh, I love it,
Would
bro.
you would you start Cooks and Will Fuller, or just Will Fuller?
Just the 5th.
Yeah. Cooks is too volatile. You don't and if you're trying to get in the playoffs right now, you got to have sure points on the board, man. So,
Okay.
I have.
or if you're in the playoffs and you're hoping for a bye, you want sure
And
points
I-
on the board.
I really hope DeAndre Swift is healthy for this game because he is a full go. Houston cannot stop the run. And if he's there, I think he'll be the lead back, and I'd be happy with it. But if he's not there, I can't trust these other 2 Detroit running backs.
Yeah, he'll be fine, bro. He won't be.
They were
chaos.
not good today.
No, they were terrible.
Oh, we didn't talk about Rex Burkhead tore his ACL too.
Yeah, he's done. He's dead.
But Sony Michel is off the IR. He didn't play, but he's back from the IR. So
It'll
Yeah.
probably be the Damian Harris and James White show from here on out. I would
Yeah,
imagine.
they got Damian Harris, boys.
I'm just saying.
Stud.
If Belichick likes to do one thing, it's like to play with our hearts and minds with the running back position.
Well, yeah, this week was the
Dude.
James White game. And then you're like, what is going on? Or
Yeah,
Demir
and then
Bird. Demir
and then
Bird
they-
pops off. Everybody's like, play Jacoby Myers. He was good last week. Nah,
Yeah.
we're not going to throw it
And
to
they-
him.
And they freaking finally let Damian Harris score. I'm like, what the hell? Like,
Yeah.
do you
Yeah.
guys even know what you're doing?
And Edelman's supposed to be back next week too.
Get out. Shut up. Get out of here. Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up, bro.
Of
He's
course
supposed to
he
be
is.
back. So I don't know. All right, then. So Detroit side of the ball, like we said, Swift plays. Anybody else on Detroit? Stafford.
If Kenny G plays, I want to start him.
Okay. Hawkinson.
I would be very wary of Kenny G because he's got that
Eh.
that nagging hip injury, and then
I-
Stat Mafford has the messed up thumb.
I know, but Kenny G balled out last year on Thanksgiving and he played very, very well. And if Hawkinson plays, I think it's a great matchup for TJ Hawkinson. I don't know. It's bad, but hey, tight end's bad anyway.
Heck yeah, it is. That's why
if
I like
Hawkinson-
Hawkinson gets a lot of usage. So I like
The
it.
over under for that
Yeah.
game is 51. So probably a
If he
good idea
plays,
to start your studs
yeah.
in that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fire him up.
Houston
Now we got-
favored as the away, the road dog. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's talk about Washington going to the Big D, and I do mean Dallas. We got the football team versus America's team. Man, you could do if these teams were good, you could do so much with it.
Stop
Washington
calling them America's team.
only
They
a
are,
half.
dude.
They're only Washington's only half a game out of first place of the East. I'm just
So are the
saying.
boys. So are
So-
the boys. Both of them are.
Field Yates tweeted earlier with the Eagles loss to the Browns, they fall to 3-6-1 and first
Yep.
place in the NFC East. I was like, you
Yep.
gotta be kidding me, man.
That's
What
your
a
division,
joke.
bro.
Just that tie, keeping them alive. Yeah, it's
I
my
know.
division. I hate
You
it.
don't
so
have to
much.
worry about it because they're going up against Seattle, and Russ is going to be dangerous.
Yeah.
And the Eagles, hey, them boys got a chance to slide right on in the first. Bill.
All right.
No,
You don't
please
think-
no.
You don't think Washington can win? So let's talk
I
about
absolutely think Washington can win.
Yeah.
Alex Smith. You like Alex Smith as a streaming quarterback, super flex quarterback?
Yeah. Yeah. Super flex. Yeah.
Okay.
Alex Smith.
Gary Terry's bounce back. Antonio Gibson got a touchdown today, so I like Antonio Gibson. Logan Thomas?
Nope, you lost me there. I thought you were gonna go to Smooches.
Nah, I went to Logan Thomas first.
I like Smooches as a flex.
Josh said
Wow.
Logan Thomas hurt me, and I ain't going back there.
I can't trust you.
He
You've
had
already.
2 points. It was like, ugh.
He's hurt
Okay.
me too bad.
And
What
Smith
about-
loves the tight end usually, so that's why it was kind of surprising. So
What about Dallas here? What about Andy the Red Rocket Dalton?
It's
Red
a good
Rifle?
matchup. It's a good matchup.
Is it a good matchup?
It
Good
is.
Lose a ligament.
Yeah, it's a good matchup. The Red Rifle, I think he's going to finish about 17, 18 this week.
I'm just
I mean,
saying, I don't know if the
so-
Dallas offensive line is that much better than the Cincinnati one. And Joe Burrow was running for his life a lot.
yeah, I
Washington
know.
front seven is legit. They really are.
They are 100%.
The problem is they're on the field a lot.
Yeah.
That's the problem. So
Okay, so let's talk here. So we're starting. You're still starting Zeke, right? You're
He
hoping
likes
he's
some
gonna eat
mashed taties.
Amari Cooper has been like fire on Thanksgiving last couple years.
yeah, he's usually real good on Thanksgiving.
So we going Cooper?
Yeah. He's been solid all year for the most part.
He is.
Like
Yes,
double digit fantasy points pretty much like every week, if I'm not mistaken.
pretty much.
So-
He's right there, floating around it every week.
Yep.
He's no CD Lamb, but he's okay.
Do you want to start CeeDee Lamb?
I really do.
I think you should.
What about Michael Gallup? I know I
No.
saw one really bad drop this week, but other
Nah.
than that,
I'm out on
Okay.
Michael Gallup. I'm out.
Dalton Schultz
What about him?
starting him.
I mean, barely know him, bro.
Okay,
Where did he finish this week? He was in the top, wasn't he? Like top
Yeah,
15?
Yeah, because he scored a
He's
touchdown.
he's a decent streaming option if you don't have anybody else.
Yeah, what are you
He's
gonna do?
but
I like Logan Thomas better, but I don't. That's not saying much. I mean,
yeah,
what do you want? What do you want from me? God.
So
Hey.
Amari Cooper has two receiving touchdowns on the year.
Yep.
And he has only been under 10 fantasy points in 2 games. The consistency we always wanted from him is there this year, but
Yep.
he doesn't have the high highs anymore.
Yep.
But the consistency's there.
And now we got Baltimore at Pittsburgh. And you know how sad I am that this game is not on CBS? Because listen to Tony Romo talk about Dez Bryant was so nice. I'm
Right.
like, this is open right there to slant. You got to hit him. Let Dez go in there and make a big play. Like, I'm like, dude, Romo, this ain't 5 years ago, bud. This ain't the Dez you knew. Like, this
Yeah.
is, I mean, and Dez did get a catch. So I was happy to see Dez get another catch with Romo there. It was nice to hear him talk about it. But
Des was okay.
Baltimore playing Pittsburgh. The undefeated Pittsburgh Steelers are at home here.
Ooh,
We're starting both the quarterbacks, I believe, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. We're starting no wide receivers on Baltimore.
No.
No.
And then Pittsburgh, how many wide receivers you starting in Pittsburgh?
All the wide receivers. You have to.
If you let's not say you own them all, but if we wanted to rank all the wide receivers in Pittsburgh right now, how are you going with this?
God. Okay.
I think Deontay Johnson's number one, just because Claypool's getting the touchdowns, but
Deontay Johnson is the most targeted one on the team. I think
No.
you have to. He had like 16 targets today, and he caught 12 of them. In
I don't
PPR,
care,
Deontay
bro.
Johnson is the guy.
It's Juju, Deontay, Claypool.
Don't go with your heart, Josh. You need to
It's
go
not,
with the
bro.
facts.
That's facts. That is facts, dude. Google
No
me
way.
on the year. Juju has been more consistent and better than Deontay Johnson. Google it.
so on the year, and Deontay Johnson has missed time. On the year, Juju has I'm doing math here, 0.4 more points than Chase Claypool. And
Hey,
Juju is
counts.
questionable right now.
Counts.
So there was an injury. to
Depends
his
on who you're looking
ankle.
at.
Yeah, it depends on what scoring system you're going
Because
with. but-
Fantasy Pros has Chase Claypool a couple of points ahead of Juju.
Are
But
you
on,
in PPR?
on a game, yeah, I'm in PPR.
Yeah.
But on
And here's
a
the
per
thing.
game basis, Chase is slightly ahead too.
Yeah. So Deontay Johnson has 37 receptions. Juju does has 54. You are right, Josh. He has been getting more receptions.
Google me.
But I think Deontay Johnson has become more of the workload guy. But obviously the corners for Baltimore are pretty good. Marcus Peters is probably going to be on Deontay Johnson, so that might make them go somewhere else.
They put Juju back into his natural role, not being the number one, bro.
Not being the number one.
That's what's made him so much better this year, dude. Like,
Yeah.
But
hey, would you start all three of them? If not saying you had all three of them, but if you had
Yeah.
one of all of them, if you just had one of them on your team, you're starting whichever one you have, right?
The only issue I'm worried about is clock management. Like, I really do think that Baltimore is going to try and control the clock, and if they do, we know for a fact that you can't have 3 wide receivers involved if the other team's going to be eating up clock. It's just not feasible. So that's the only issue I have. But if outside of that, yeah, these wide receivers are talented. Big Ben is great. It's at home. We know how much better he plays at home as opposed to being on the road. I love it, but yeah, I think you do have to be concerned about how long Baltimore is going to hold the ball.
If they can run on that defense, man, they are stout.
They're good.
They
They're very
hooked Brad
good.
up today, of course. Give him 20 points.
Yeah.
Nerd.
So no, I guess you're right. I was gonna say the Chiefs tonight, they had 3 pass catchers with a lot of points, and the Raiders controlled a lot of the clock there. Big Ben's a little different beast than most quarterbacks. So yeah, you're hoping you hit on the one. So I think it's Deontay Johnson, Claypool, Juju is how I'm going to go with that. I know, Josh, you're flipping that over. You have Claypool on the bottom, right, Josh?
I do.
Sorry. You have 3. Because you're going with the more safe points in your mind, right? Juju and Deontay Johnson have the safer, and Claypool has the lower floor.
Yeah, in my mind, as far as talent goes, Claypool is clearly the most talented wide receiver out of those 3. I'm not even arguing
He's
that.
most likely to goose egg you too, though.
Yeah, absolutely. But is future? If we were going off future, Claypool he's a stud, dude. He's straight up stud.
Just looking
What
at target numbers, though, like they're so close. Like Juju's got 70 on the year. Deontay Johnson has 65, and Claypool has 57. And they average between like 7.5 and like 6.5 targets per game. So I don't think you can go wrong.
What about the running back situations here? J.K.
What about
Dobbins was amazing this week. Was amazing. Mark
Mm-hmm.
Ingram got 2 carries. He gone. He dead.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Is J.K. Dobbins a guy? Is he taking over the role there?
Yeah.
Is this a midseason term we
We-
like to see?
It came a little later than we thought, but
Yeah.
looks that
I
way.
agree with Eric. Yeah,
Would you
100%.
start J.K. Dobbins against this Pittsburgh defense? Would you start him over J.D. McKissick?
Yeah, of course.
I mean,
Against
Eric said
Dallas?
start- yeah.
I'm gonna start Smooches.
I don't. Let's be clear. I don't like either one of them. If we're just talking, and I hate it even more the fact that it's on a Thursday. I hate Thursday games.
Yep.
I absolutely detest
Especially an
them.
AFC North Thursday game where they're going to beat each other up.
They're
Just
at Dallas
smashing,
for that game, right?
smashing each
Yeah.
other in the face.
Yeah.
But if I had to pick one of the other, Dobbins or Smooches, I'd go with Dobbins.
Yes, I think Dobbins has a bigger upside play. And like I said, running back's been relatively down this year. Once you get
Smooches
out of
is
the top.
the second most targeted running back in the league this year.
Yeah.
Yep.
In
Yeah,
PPR,
sure.
in full point PPR, I go with McKissick because you have no idea what Dobbins is going to get week to week.
We're starting Mark Andrews, right? After this week,
Oh,
we
yeah.
finally saw the usage. I mean, it's tight end, man. He's
Yeah, you have to. You have to. You probably drafted him in like the 5th round. So
Yeah.
so
What else
Mark
you gonna
Andrews
do?
is a start. And then Ebron, probably not streaming Ebron. We can find some better option on Thursday
against
when we do
this
Heroes and Villains.
defense, yeah,
And then who will be the best defense out of the Sunday games or Thursday games? Sorry, the Thursday game.
Oh God, why do you say that?
Is it the Texans? The Lions?
the best defense to play,
Yes.
I think it's the Steelers.
No, I don't even think it's them.
I think they can get some turnovers. I do. But I think Washington gets some turnovers too. That football team.
It might be the football team.
It's
I
between. I say it's between. Yeah, Washington and Pittsburgh. I say there's those two.
I mean,
Because they did-
Patrick had 2 picks. I'm just
Washington
saying.
had what 12 points today. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did all right.
But they also went up against Ryan Finley. So
Yeah,
Well-
football team. Let's go football team.
They're
if
very
you were
quietly
streaming,
a pretty
if you were
good team.
streaming on Thursday, you're going football team. Nice. But that's the Thanksgiving games. Anything else you guys want to talk about? You guys going to pick up J.K. Dobbins if anybody dropped him? Because he was dropped in a lot of redraft leagues. In redraft, you picking him up for the playoffs?
Depends on my options, but yeah.
I would have to look at his playoff schedule, like for fantasy playoffs, his schedule for that.
Yeah.
If I could find him,
What about Taysom Hill? I think he's a guy who based
you
on
have
what
to
he's
pick him up.
part of.
You have to
Yeah.
try and get him.
So we didn't talk about this. Drew Brees has 11 fractured ribs,
Yeah, I
8
couldn't
on one
believe.
side, 3 on the other. Is he done for the season?
No, he'll come
I think
back.
he is. I think he's done.
I think if Taysom Hill plays well, I don't see why they'd rush Brees back.
Mm.
Because this is what Sean Payton's wanted. It was just you can't bench Drew Brees for Taysom Hill. You can Wally Pip him.
So they got 7 weeks left in the season. They're what? What are the Saints? What's the Saints record? Anybody know off the top of their head?
They've only lost 2 games all year. They're like 9-2.
So they're pretty well. They've got a wild card at least.
Yeah.
I
So
think
let's
they'll hold
talk-
them out. I think they'll hold
Let's
them
talk
out for the
about
playoffs.
J.K. Dobbins or these people that are right now ranked as RB2s on the season. So would you rather have J.K. Dobbins or Darrell Henderson?
Dobbins,
Chris Carson?
Carson,
Yeah, if he's healthy, if he's actually going to play.
Jonathan Taylor.
Tay. He had a good game this week.
He did. I like his team. I think, yeah, I'd go with Taylor.
David Montgomery.
Montgomery has had a quiet, solid season. I would go with
He's
Montgomery.
RB19.
Yeah.
But I think Dobbins rest of the season could be better.
could be.
'Cause
He
he's on a
could.
better team, a better running team.
They really haven't been this year.
I'll go Montgomery. Oh God.
Montgomery's fantasy playoffs are the Texans, the Vikings, and Jacksonville, which are pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
God,
looking at Dobbins
What
is
about-
next.
What about this guy who was a first round pick? Kenyon Drake or J.K. Dobbins?
Dobbins. I don't like Drake. I didn't like him coming into the season either, though. So It was a pretty small sample size last year.
Do you have J.K. Dobbins' playoff schedule? 14, 15, 16?
I do. He's got Cleveland, Jacksonville, and New York Giants.
Drake has the Giants, the Eagles, and then he ends up with the Niners.
I'll go Drake, but I don't like it.
Yeah,
What about the all volatile Naheem Hines?
Dobbins?
Yeah, I think Dobbins because of the workload, right?
Yeah, I gotta go Dobbins.
Well, it could be a Jordan Wilkins game. It could be Naheem Hines game, or it could be a Jonathan Taylor game.
Right.
You don't know.
What about this? Or the running back 11 on the year right now? Todd Gurley or J.K. Dobbins rest of season?
Gurley.
Gurley didn't do jack today.
I'm taking Dobbins, and it's because
Yeah.
I can see Gurley's playoff matchups, which are the Chargers, the Buccaneers, and then the Chiefs.
Don't care.
Yeah.
Gurley doesn't do anything but score touchdowns this year.
Yeah,
okay
but
with
he ain't against the Buccaneers.
Well,
Probably not against the Chiefs.
hey, I don't care.
15-point fantasy points a game.
Gurley, man. I'm going with the Gurley, man.
I'd rather have DeAndre Swift than Todd Gurley. But that's me.
Well,
DeAndre Swift's a freaking RB2 right now. Yeah, of course you would.
Yeah.
of course. Get out of here.
All right. Anything else we need to talk about before we hit the hay?
No, let's go.
Go Rams, go! Come on, dude.
Thanks for tuning in to the Empty Wagon Fantasy Football broadcast. You can hit us up on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Empty Wagon FF. You can hit me up on Twitter at FF Josh Hughes. You can hit Brad up at Tack Jones, and Eric is at Guns of Eld 19. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. Please continue to listen to the show. Check out our website at fsa-fr.com. We love you, and we will see you on Friday. Bye-bye.